Young Black expats here, and we are chilling in Medellin, Colombia, with our friends Imani and Kris. How are you doing, ladies?
Loving it.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. We are so happy that we met you guys. So what we wanted to do was just get you on camera to find out your story. You're traveling here. Whichever one want to take the lead, just go ahead and just give us some information about
That's all you.
about
Okay.
when you got here and how have you liked it so far.
So we got here technically August 2nd because it was very, very late at night. So we've been here since Tuesday. It is now Friday. And we traveled here actually after following your blog. We were really, really encouraged
Thank you.
and motivated.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
To make that move, especially seeing Little Salah, knowing that, you know, being a young family,
Yes.
that you're making it happen.
Thank
So
you.
we were just really encouraged and totally motivated to move.
Cool. So you got off the airplane
Yes.
and you was riding down that road, coming to Medellin, coming to the city. What did you think? What did you feel? What was that like?
We said wow like 20 times on the car ride. It was at night, but you can still see how big the city is and how big the mountains are, and it's just like this night sky of city lights.
Yes.
So amazing. And we're like, we made it.
And you know what? And I felt the same thing. That's why I asked, because, you know, just coming off the plane and you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And then you see everything, it's like, wait a minute, it's kind of big. You know, so, okay, where did you guys come from?
California, Oakland, matter of fact.
Oakland, California. So in comparison, well, let me ask you this. In Medellin, do you think that it would be a place that you would live? Can you see yourself living here?
I definitely can.
Why?
Yeah. I'm originally from Chicago, so I'm used to big cities. Actually, in some way, it makes me more comfortable. And also, it's very, very developed here, which is what you told us, and I was really appreciative when we got here to find the same. So, you know, we're currently staying in a really nice Airbnb. It must be like a 5-room condo on the top floor.
It's huge.
With like a covered patio. It's just beautiful. But also the infrastructure is here. You know, they have the travel infrastructure so that you can move around and get from place to place.
Wi-Fi connection is solid. You know, I can do my work from anywhere, so I'm just posted up at our Airbnb and I can get my work done, which I love.
So that's a good question. What do you guys do? What do you do? Do you work online? How are you, you know, keeping up with everything?
I'm a web developer and graphic designer, and I do some communications work too. I mostly work with small businesses and nonprofits, and I like to keep it that way. But the cost of living is so high where we live in the United States that it's like something's got to give.
Okay. Okay.
You know, I want to be able to continue to work with clients that, you know, are just starting out their businesses and everything, and keep it at that price point for them. So living somewhere else with a lower cost of living is where we can do that.
And for me, I have a background in sales and recruitment, but also in teaching. So when the summer was out, I was like, okay, I don't have anything tying me down. I can go travel. And I also make music, so I'm a musician as well. That means that, you know, if I do a few shows or if I release a project and the support is there, that I can also continue to sustain my art, which do
Living off of our
incorporate
passion.
Wonderful. And I can only imagine that traveling could help you even become more creative, become more artistic, and just broaden your abilities to give more of yourself to the world, huh?
Absolutely, it's an energy exchange. All art is an energy exchange, and so, you know, we're here, we're interacting with people in a new place, and it's just like, it charges you in the best way.
Awesome. So, question, do you speak Spanish?
Un poquito.
So how have you been getting along Spanish-wise?
We've been making
What
it
I
work.
found, between the two of us, we're good, because she is very, like, directionally astute. If we're placed anywhere, she can pretty much, if she's seen the place, she can find her way home. I'm not as good with directions, but I can piece together, you know, I don't always have the vocabulary, but I know enough words that I can use words to describe what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
So like going to the pharmacy, and little things become really big victories. Like we went to the pharmacy and ordered some painkiller, and being able to describe like la medicina para el dolor was like, oh yes, he understands what I'm saying, even if that's not the word. So that's how we've been communicating so far, and it's working out. And you know, just keeping it humble.
Awesome, because a lot of people want to travel, but they're like, well, you know, everybody say Medellin is like that, but I don't really know Spanish, so can I come and not know Spanish? Or, you know, what do you think from your experience? You need to have a little bit of Spanish, or can you make it with just very basic?
I think a little bit definitely helps.
Yeah.
But fortunately, in the area that we are actually, you know, staying, in the area where we're staying, there are, you know, a few people that'll speak a little bit of pidgin English, you know, just enough to kind of get you by. And if you are humble, please be humble, please be patient.
Like,
you know,
they're doing you a favor by trying to figure out what you're saying. So I think it depends on how comfortable you are being, you know, outside of your element, outside of your comfort zone. And it's going to take some time to communicate what you're trying to do. And then which neighborhood you're in. Like, we're in El Poblado right now, and there are, you know, most of the signs are in English and everything. If you're in a more local neighborhood, it's going to be less, it's going to cost less to stay there. But you need to be comfortable just like figuring out what signs mean and everything. But I feel like, you know, nowadays we have like Google Translate and everything on our phone, so it's not that hard to figure it out.
We use it all the time. So last question, we're going to wrap this up. What advice would you give anyone that's ready to step out, you know, do some things that you guys are doing, you know, just what advice do you have? What nugget would you have to give? I want to ask each of you the same, Imani and Kris.
Oh, I would say be okay going off plan and just having a light heart and a sense of humor wherever you go. And gratitude.
That's good. I love that one. Yes.
I think sometimes you just gotta do it. Sometimes, you know, actually moving to California, I'd never been to California before. When I went on job interviews, I lied and said I had. But, okay. I'd never been there before, and I went sight unseen. Same thing with Medellin, and frankly, sometimes that's just it. You know, you could spend all your time talking about it, and you can tell everyone else about your idea, but unless you do it, unless you book the ticket, you know, tell everybody after the ticket's booked, okay? Tell everybody when you get here, you FaceTime them, okay? But otherwise, if you just talk about it, you'll never do it.
That's true. Love it, love it. Thank you all. We really enjoyed meeting you.
Thank you.
You both are great, fantastic. Thank you for doing the interview. And Young Black Expats here in Medellin. Peace.
Peace. Thanks, Mitch and Donna.